welcome back. We are live, and we have an exclusive interview. Last night's Love is Blind Season 6 reunion is making headlines right now. Go on your phone. It is trending and has been all night long. Clay Gravesande is here to talk with the Tam fam, the inside story of why he decided at the last minute to say, I don't, to the woman he's called the love of his life, AD. His mother, Margarita, has become a big breakout star of the show because of her frank conversation that she had with Clay's father. Margarita is here with us now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A lot of articles have been written not only just about what happened with AD and Clay, but about you. Business Insider said it was what you did was a stunning confrontation. Glamour magazine said you have a soul. I mean, these are just some of the things that people are saying about you. For backstory, it was revealed, and you talked about generational trauma when it comes to experiencing infidelity and a child witnessing it. Clay and Trevor have reconciled. Their relationship is good, but you went there. You didn't just rip the Band-Aid off. You took the gauze, the Band-Aid, and smacked the world with what happens.
Well, you have to understand, as a mom, when I looked at him, my heart was just broken. And I knew exactly in that moment what was occurring because I saw it on his face. He wanted to be in a relationship. He wanted to be married, but I also felt like he was just dealing with a lot of emotions that really wasn't his to deal with. And unfortunately, I didn't know what I didn't know until in the end. And I never said anything to my ex-husband that I knew because that was his story to tell him.
Let me ask you, because Clay said he went on the show because you told him the way he was handling his dating life. He was moving and grooving, and that was not going to lead to help. That's a nice way to say it.
You need some help.
But he needed some help in the love lane.
Absolutely.
What was your hope for him to come on that show, and what did you want him to find?
I wanted him to find someone who would be able to take care of him and to also to just see him as I see him, because I knew that he was a great provider. And he has a great heart. And I wanted someone just to be able to mesh with that. And I thought if he can get someone that was spiritual, as well as someone who just kind of the chemistry with him, it would be a great story.
So I know you fell in love with AD as well.
I did.
And you thought that they were a perfect match. When you say you saw him walking down the aisle and you saw something. You saw that he was going to say, I don't?
I didn't see that he was going to say, I don't. What I saw was nervousness.
Yeah.
And I saw a man that was completely nervous and his anxieties was acting up. And that's why he was flinching a lot. And I knew he was nervous. But I never knew that he was not going to say, I do. Where I was sitting, I thought it was going to be that. But it just didn't work out that way.
So you're on the reunion show, and now everyone has heard this very frank conversation about it. And I told you in the commercial break, I understand. I didn't get married for a long time because my biological father and my mother had a complicated relationship. And you do have this fear of failing in love.
Absolutely.
You have a fear of not measuring up. You said something to the effect about not seeing yourself as a husband.
Yeah.
What does being a husband look like for you?
I think being a husband, especially as a man, just leading in a sense of direction with the relationship and also providing some type of security, not only security from a physical perspective, but letting them know that I'm going to show up every single day. And I think for me, it was a struggle for
me. And you and AD are friends right now? How do you describe your relationship right now?
Me and AD are always going to have, she's always going to have a special place in my heart. The fact of how she was just being so open with me and provided a safe space for me, it's like something I'm never going to forget. However, AD we're at different places in terms of our healing journey. AD right now wants to be a wife at this moment, where I'm still putting in the work. I'm going to therapy, and I switched different therapists. I have a new one now that's been working really well. So the best thing I could do is support AD and support all the decisions that she makes, and I think we are good friends.
I saw a post yesterday of you saying, looking at all the conspiracy theories about the relationship. As a mom, I have a son. Is it hard to see people judge him, because so much of what you say he's dealing with was from childhood? It was infidelity that played a role in
Right.
his psyche and yours. And to
Right.
see people jab him this way, despite
Right.
how horrible it seems.
Right.
And AD crying, I'm not going to diminish that. Seeing her,
Right.
and I know you don't either, Margarita.
Right.
Seeing her heart break like that
Right.
is not an easy thing,
Right.
while also trying to protect the child you love.
Absolutely. And first of all, I would like to say that, you know, I commend AD as a woman first and as a mom, because it could not have been easy, you know, being able to be empathetic and be able to create a safe space for Clayton. But Clay is putting in the work, and he is trying to do what he needs to do to get over to the other side. Marriage is complicated.
It is.
Okay, and being a mom, I don't have a book to say what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do, right? And when we have cycles that keeps repeating itself, you don't know that you are making the mistake until it is confronted. So for me, I put the work in, and it was a long amount of work. But by the grace of God, I have forgiven my ex-husband, and I have forgave Clay, you know, for not sharing it with me, because sometimes you think, why didn't you tell me? But I also know trauma hits everyone differently, you know, and when you are able to bring that up, what my job is not to attack, my job is to kind of bring grace to the situation. And that's what I try to do.
I hope you come back, because there's a bigger conversation about this trauma and pain and how it blocks love.
Absolutely.
And love should be able to come into your
It
heart.
should flow.
Thank you. Stay off social media today. I'm going to tell you that much.